Locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny and chilly good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester, where, we can't see our breath out there, Matthew, but I think they're working on the furnace right now, aren't they?
Yeah, I should have brought my winter jacket in with me this morning.
I think so. And where's the hoodie when you need it?
Yeah.
Right? But I'll tell you, it actually, quite frankly, feels warmer outside than it does inside. The thermostat says, it isn't all that bad, but man, there's just no air movement here.
Mm-hmm.
Little cool right now. Thermometer wise, what do you have right now?
Well, over at the airport, it's sunny at 46. Over in Midland, it's sunny at 48. Here, Radio Center, it's sunny at 45. We have east winds at 10 miles per hour, and our pressure is at 30.40, and it's falling.
Used to be able to have all the equipment around us, Matthew, and you always had to have the air conditioner on, even in the wintertime, with those bulbs and everything all around. Now you don't have any of that. Nothing gives off any heat.
Mm.
So when the furnace is down, it's cool. It's chilly, but we just keep moving around. Sunny, normal weekend as far as sky goes. Temperature-wise, quite frankly, below normal for not only Friday. We made it up to 51. Saturday, we had 53 for a high. And yesterday made it up to 54. We should be at 55, 56 degrees. But the big difference, obviously, was the nighttime temperatures. Saturday night, a good hard frost for a lot of folks. And then last night, once again, a good hard frost. So things definitely are feeling a whole lot more like fall. And Bryce Stein will be joining us a little bit later on for Michigan Sugar. And piling has begun now at Michigan Sugar. So it's a regular, normal sugar beet season going on. Chilly temperatures overnight last night. Just kind of give you an idea. Houghton Lake, last time we looked, was at 26. West Branch, Oscoda, Bad Axe, all looking at 26 degrees. Elma, Caro, and Midland came in at 27. Clare was at 29. Lapeer, 28. And below freezing, Gladwin, Mount Pleasant, Marlette, Saginaw, and Owasso. Those were the readings that we had. Now, some folks, some of you, a little bit cooler than that, possibly 25, 26 degrees. We did have some reports, especially in northern Michigan, where they were right down around 20, 21. What's going to be happening over the next couple of days? It's going to warm up a little bit, where we were looking at low 30s and high 20s. Tonight, we'll drop down only to about 35 degrees. 54 is our projected high, but we're going to have that light east breeze to contend with as we go through the day. It's going to stick around tonight. We're looking at a breeze 7-8 miles per hour, but again, coming out of the east. And the east wind will continue tomorrow and tomorrow night into Wednesday and Wednesday night. The reason why, a couple of things. First of all, high pressure, which is the reason why we have the clear skies at night. That high pressure was over the upper peninsula, extreme northern sections of the lower peninsula. That is moving off to the east and eventually off to the southeast. And then we're going to be looking at, east winds still continuing. But then that high pressure system is going to break down. And it's going to give way to a couple of low pressure systems, which will be affecting the east coast of the continental United States. Now, that will be late in the day on Wednesday night, and during the day on Thursday. Those lows will be associated with the hurricane, which is a Category 5 right now. Jamaica and Cuba, they're looking for that low pressure system, that hurricane, to move in a northeasterly direction. It could, and there is a chance, a pretty good chance, of seeing it veer off to the east because of that high pressure system that will be breaking down, but still it'll have an influence on that low. Now, if it breaks down too quickly, that low will move in a northeasterly direction, still not hitting land, but it will generate enough energy up the East Coast to give the East Coast some rain and very possibly push it back in our direction as we get into the day on Thursday night, and Friday before it finally breaks down. The other scenario is if it veers off to the east because the high doesn't break down as rapidly, we're not going to see anything in the way of precipitation toward the tail end of the work week and into the weekend. So we'll just have to see where that high ends up, when it finally breaks down, and when that low pressure system begins to move in a northeasterly and eventually in an easterly direction. So the forecast is for sunshine, a light east breeze. 54 is our projected high. We should be at 55 for a high, so let's call it even. 35 for a low tonight. We should be right around 38, so we'll be a little bit cooler than normal. Tomorrow, sunshine still. 54 for a high, 39 for a low, which means there's going to be a few more clouds around, but still, I think it's going to be mostly clear on Tuesday night. Moving into Wednesday, we're going to be looking at sun, a few more clouds as we go into especially the afternoon on Wednesday. Again, all of this a function of the high and the low off to the east of us, where the high breaks down and where the low comes from. 54 for a high on Wednesday, 39 for a low on Wednesday night. East breeze, very possibly gusting up to about 25 miles per hour tomorrow and Wednesday. Moving into Thursday, more in the way of clouds. There is going to be that chance of a shower. Right now, a pretty good chance of a shower. 52 for a high on Thursday, 39 for a low on Thursday night. Still with that chance of a shower. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, it all depends on the scenario we've been talking about. Chances of showers or clouds as we go into the weekend. Right around low 50s for a high on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And nighttime lows in the upper 30s during that period of time. What are we looking at long range? Well, all the way through the 9th of November, temperatures will be averaging at or slightly below normal for this time of the year. Normal as far as the moisture goes. And looking at the long term, once we roll into the month of November, we are looking for a recovery in those temperatures where they actually will be a little bit above normal as we get into right around the 5th through the 8th of November. That's when the temperature trend is going to begin to change just a little bit. Warmest ever, 27th of October. You got to go back only 2 years. 2023, 74 was our high, 58 was our low. The coolest ever, go back a few more, 1997, 34 was our high in this state in 1997, 28 was our low. We had a little bit of snow on the 27th of October back in 1997, but nothing like they had in Minnesota, especially in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, where they picked up just under 2.5 feet of snow on this date back then. What's average for this time of the year? 55 and 38. Record high in this state, 1927. 79 was our high. The record low was 20, and that was set in 1936. A year ago, 56 was our high, 30 was our low. We had no precipitation. Sun will set this evening at 6:34, rise tomorrow morning at 8:07. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by today, Matthew, who do we have?
Coming up next, we have Gary Kaufman from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
I think Gary's going to love giving these prices today. We'll talk to him in just a moment. But first, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Roof Mask. AskBenHow.com. Telephone number 989-859-6751. Now, why should you be talking to Ben? Well, right now might be a very good idea to have Ben check out the roof. Just make sure everything is all okay. It's a free roof assessment. And that's something you can get by calling him up at 989-859-6751 or go to the website and request askbenhow.com. Roof Max is a product that Ben specializes in for a number of reasons, but most importantly, it's affordable and it's a great way to add years to that roof. It restores the flexibility and extends the life of the roof, and you will save thousands of dollars in one big headache if you check with Ben, and he recommends that you use the Roof Max product. Remember, not every roof has to be re-roofed. Free roof assessment's what it's all about. Check it out. Ben will tell you if you need a new roof or if the Roof Max product will work the best for you. Maintain your equipment? Yeah, a lot of you do. Well, your roof needs maintenance too. Remember, askbenhow.com, because a little care today is going to save you a whole lot more. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. And Gary, I understand that you kicked everybody out of the office, so nobody could give these prices today.
You're exactly right, Terry. I'll take it today, I said. So
yeah, I took one look at it and I go, boy, did Gary Kaufman pick a day. Woo! Soybeans.
Someday, yeah.
Soybeans are having a wonderful day, and wheat is looking mighty fine too.
Yeah, we had a lot of news over the weekend here, Terry. Weekend trade agreements with Malaysia, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, in addition to the framework agreement for the U.S. and China trade deal, just kind of took futures sharply higher in the overnight. And we're just continuing to work that news all the way through today's trade. And of course, President Trump and Xi Jinping are going to meet Wednesday night in South Korea. So we'll have, hopefully put some ink to some paper and make it official. So,
yeah, it's a good thing to be working with the Board of Trade. I just happened to look at the Mercantile Exchange, and beef are really getting hit hard again today.
Well, yeah, there's always seems to be an offset at some point. Some are smiling, some not so much.
Not so much, no. Definitely good news, and it does appear as though the talks have been fruitful so far, and they are really looking for some pretty good deals here by the end of the week.
Yeah, they're saying there's a pretty substantial purchases supposedly China's going to make here, kind of revive that export news here, and we'll see. As those trade talks will be set Wednesday night into Thursday at Malaysia this week. So yeah.
So right now on the board, what have you got?
Well, happy to report wheat's up 15 today at 508 on the white, 433 on the red. New crop for 2026 also up 15 at 565 on the white, 470 on the red. Cash corn up a nickel at 363. New crop for 2026 up a nickel at $4. Cash soybeans up 27 at 989, and new crop for next year, Terry, up 13 at 1014.
All right. Nice to see that 10 number.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Let's hopefully we can hold on to it as we move through the week here. So.
There we go. And of course, it might not be a bad idea for producers to get a hold of their commodity guys right now, huh?
Yeah, and I've talked to more people this morning, Terry, than I think I did in 3 weeks. So yeah, it's a little bit more excitement out there now. So.
I guess so. Talk to you later. You have a good one, Gary. Gary
Yeah,
Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The market report brought to you by Thumb Bank. You know, farming has so many challenges going on, and Thumb Bank, the guys there, keep up with those changes as well as industry trends and the trends and changes in your operation. Thumb Bank, 13 locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Market report also brought to you by Legendary Tree Care. You need some trimming done. Great time to be doing it right now. Tree removal. Hey, it's a good time to be doing that too. Legendary Tree Care can help you. No job too big. No job is too small. They're fully licensed and insured, and they do specialize in those big projects. LegendaryTreeCareMI.com or like them on Facebook. Doug Klein, good morning.
Good morning.
Not all that bad of a day on the Board of Trade, huh?
Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, precious metals giving it back. Obviously, the Chinese are potentially going to export more metals, including lithium. So everything in that arena is kind of plummeting hard. New high on the Dow Jones, the S&P, the Nasdaq. All those guys are high on the trade potential there with the Chinese and all that surrounding territory. ADM hit an all-time high today. I guess they must have had a few soybeans in the bin that potentially raised their price up. What else? Google hit a new high. Apple hit a new high. Same old guys. But anyway, here's your numbers. The December corn is 429, up 5 3/4. March corn is 444, up 7. The November soybeans 1068 3/4, up 27. March soybeans 1086, up 25 3/4. The December wheat is 528 3/4, up 16 1/4, and March wheat is 544, up 16. So, and also silver hit a new contract low, 1445 100. That's down 3.5%. So that's a hard hit. Over to crude, that is setting at 61.75, up 25 cents a barrel. Heating oil is 245.62, up 5.3 cents. Gasoline 192.84, up a half a penny. Natural gas is 430.5, up 3 1/4 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.40 Canadian even, that's up 3 ticks. The dollar buys 153.08 yen, up 23 ticks. The euro's at 116.38, up 13 ticks, and the dollar's at 98.87, down 8 ticks. Gold's at 39.8940, down $133.30 an ounce. Silver's 46.12, down $2.28. Platinum's 1576.60, down $25 an ounce, and copper's at 512.25. That's up 2.4 cents.
All right. You have a good one, Doug. Thank you.
Okay, you too.
Talk to you later. Hey, you put more into every acre, more time, more care, more grit. Now, Pivot BioProven G3 is helping you get more back with 3 game-changing modes of action that feed more nitrogen, boost nutrient uptake, and amplify yield potential. Proven G3 locks in at the roots to deliver steady nutrition when and where your corn needs it most. Lock in and see for yourself at pivotbio.com. And if that isn't enough, check the prices against synthetic nitrogen by getting in contact with Don Morris at 989-239-2791 or Allie Teal at 989-780-3770. Matthew, I just happened to take a look here. I was looking at, first of all, we talked about Minneapolis and their snow. October the 20th of 2020, so we're talking 5 years ago, they had just under 8 inches of snow on the 20th of October. Now, the Halloween blizzard is what we were talking about. This thing went over a period of days. And on Halloween itself, the Minneapolis-St. Paul area had 8.2 inches of snow. But leading up to it, they had like 3, 4, 5 inches. So the cumulative of the whole thing was just about 2.5 feet of snow.
Wow.
Which brought the Hubert Humphrey Dome down. That entire ceiling just collapsed entirely, and they could never play baseball or football in that stadium again. That was pretty much the end of it right there. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Speaking of snow, well, Bryce Stein, I'm not going to scare you with that. Bryce Stein with Michigan Sugar joining me right now. The Bryce's report brought to you by the folks at Foster Blue Water Oil and Blue Flame Propane. Bryce, piling day is today.
It is. It is way too early to be using that swear word, Terry, with the S word. But we have beautiful weather forecasted for this week. That rain that we received last week is paying dividends. We had a close call this morning with being too cold, but that moisture in the soil definitely buffered that cold weather, and we were able to open up as planned. And this week looks phenomenal. That moisture give us should be able to do tomorrow. Temperatures look a little bit warm, but pulling the heat out like we did this morning with that cold temperatures, we should be stacking a lot of beats this week.
I sure think so. And Bryce, again, tip for our producers right now.
Yeah, take the time needed to do a really nice job. We are every beat that goes in these piles right now or a week from now needs to be considered storage until February, March. So taking the time and cleaning them up, whether that's tops or mud or what it might be, just send the best product possible. That way we can return the best revenue back to the growers that we can.
All righty. Bryce, you take care. Have a good day. Great to talk to you. We'll do it again sometime soon, okay?
You betcha. Thanks.
You bet. Bryce Stein with Michigan Sugar Company. Going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
It's been an unreasonably warm fall. Hard to believe harvest is already here, but that's how it goes. Mother Nature runs the show, and the cycle keeps moving forward. At ACH Seeds, we take the same long view. It takes nearly 10 years to bring a new sugar beet variety to market, and every step of that process is focused on helping your operation grow into the future. From all of us at ACH Seeds, thank you for another season of partnership. We look forward to growing with you.
Sugar beet harvest is a special time of year. The sounds, the smell, and the teamwork are like nothing else. This is Jeff Karst, your ACH Seeds representative, with a friendly reminder to make safety a top priority this harvest season. Encourage your crews to stay alert in the field and drive carefully as they deliver this year's crop. You've built an incredible legacy, one worth protecting. Thank you for your continued trust in ACH Seeds.
ACH Seeds, growing with you.
Along with me, Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. And Jerry, a little frost on the pumpkin, huh?
Yeah, there sure was. And one of the things we just told our guys in the morning when we saw that was when you walk on frosted grass, you'll break the blade of grass off and the rest of the, it's frozen. So you'll break it and that footprint will turn brown and the rest will be green. So we don't want to be walking on frosted grass early in the morning because you leave footprints behind and, it doesn't really hurt the grass. It'll come back and be fine, but it looks a little unsightly for the time being.
Yeah, it sure does. All right, Jerry. Hey, thanks a lot. We'll talk again tomorrow. All righty.
Very good.
All right. Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping Garden Center in Essexville. Eric Sawatsky with Yo and Yo Accounting joining me right now. And Eric, let's talk a little bit about kids today.
Yeah, Terry, another one of the things we're unpacking from the one big beautiful bill that was passed a few months ago is there's a new set of savings accounts for kids that was added that hasn't existed before. In the bill, they call them Trump accounts. And essentially what they're set up to be is for any born from January 1st of the year through the end of 2028, there will be an automatic opening of an account that will have $1,000 seed money put in from the government. So any babies born in the next few years will automatically have this account open. It's intended to be like a college savings account. So you are allowed to put additional money into that account up to age 18. So up to $5,000 a year you can contribute. The one thing I will say, though, is it does not have the same tax benefits of those contributions that you make as you would if you put it into a college savings plan, like a 529 plan. In those cases, you actually get any growth in the account when you take the money out. It's not taxable, and you're not taxed on the ultimate withdrawal of that money. With these accounts, when you take the money out to pay for college, you're going to actually pay tax at the beneficiary's rate. So if it's your child, they would actually have this as income tax to pick up when it comes out for college. So not necessarily the best way if you want to sock money away for college planning to put money in these accounts, but taking the $1,000 from the government is probably not a bad idea.
Not at all. Eric, thank you so much. That was good news for today. We'll talk to you again soon. All righty.
Sounds great.
All right. Eric Sawatsky. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Brian Grew, your sales manager from Beta Seed. When you plant Beta Seed, you're planting a decade of research and testing built to perform in your region and on your farm. Every hybrid is bred to drive higher yields, better sugar content, and stronger disease tolerance. Our science never rests, and neither should your confidence. Talk to your Beta Seed rep today or visit betaseed.com, because there's a science to breeding confidence.
Are you upset with your current planter performance? Are you considering buying a new planter but blown away from sticker shock? With Precision Planting's V-Set, V-Drive, and Delta Force, we can retrofit your old planter to outperform any new planter on the market. Then access all your data from planting to harvest easily with Field View. Call PC Ag Solutions today and get your parts ordered, installed, and ready to go for the upcoming growing season. 989-868-4444. PC Ag Solutions. We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carlton.